Assalamu alaikum. Saudi Arabia does not politicize oil or oil decisions, Al-Jaber. Dubai, Adel Al-Jaber, Saudi Arabia's Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, has hit back against allegations the kingdom was responsible for higher U.S. gas prices, and instead said that America's inadequate refining capacity was behind the uptick in costs. Saudi Arabia does not politicize oil or oil decisions. Oil is not a weapon. We look at oil as a commodity, and we look at all this as important to the global economy in which we have a huge stake, Al-Jaber said in an interview with Fox News. The idea that Saudi Arabia would do this to harm the US or to be in any way politically involved is absolutely not correct at all. With due respect, the reason you have high prices in the United States is because you have a refining shortage that has been in existence for more than 20 years, you haven't built refineries in decades, Al-Jaber told Fox News. U.S. gasoline prices rose sharply early this year due to high demand and tight global refining supplies, but began to drop after peaking in June. The national average is now up 20 cents from its mid-September lows of $3.67 a gallon, largely driven by gains in the Midwest and West Coast. U.S. oil refiners were using 91% of their capacity as of early October, but overall U.S. refining capacity has declined since the coronavirus pandemic crushed demand in early 2020, industry estimates show. Al-Jaber added that OPEC member nations, plus Russia, were very committed to ensuring stability in the oil markets to the benefit of consumers and producers. Over the past year, when we saw shortages, we increased our oil production gradually. Now, we meaning the 22 countries that make up OPEC+, we're seeing shortages, we are seeing headwinds in terms of geopolitics, we're seeing headwinds in terms of growth rates and slowdown in economies throughout the world, and we want to make sure that we act in a preemptive fashion to ensure that we don't have a collapse of the energy markets, which would be detrimental not only to producers but also to consumers and the global economy, he said, after facing criticisms, particularly from U.S. about the group's decision to oil production from November. Al-Jaber also downplayed speculations that oil prices would shoot up because of OPEC+'s production cuts. The decision was unanimous. We saw a reduction in the demand for crude oil going forward, and there were multiple factors that would have an impact on the supply-demand fundamentals, and we wanted to make sure that we were preemptive or proactive and that we avert a potential collapse of the energy markets that would not benefit consumers or producers. We will continue to watch the situation carefully as we have over the past year, and we will determine what the market needs. And we will make decisions in accord with that, as we have not only over the past year, but over the past decades. Courtesy Arab News.